Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's finally here, the summer season of 2020. I'm excited. I'm sure a lot of you guys are. A few things about before I continue with my first impressions on this anime. Keep in mind, summer 2020 is going to have less anime than usual because of the COVID virus. But we will have as many first impressions as we can here for you guys so you can see what to be watching this summer. Today, we're going to start with the first one that aired in Funimation, not counting the continuation anime, which there's a few of them that are continuing. This one is called Superheroes with an X between the H and E of heroes. It's a pretty good one, to be honest. Well, it's good in a bad way, if that makes any sense. Now, before I continue, a few things. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I am trying to reach 3,400 by the end of this month, which we're about 25% through, so we're not that far away. Thank you guys so much for that love and support. If you are new, comment and I would love to welcome you here. There's also a Discord that is open for everyone, and it's growing more and more and being built better and better, so consider joining in. Lastly, guys, keep up with all the first impression videos. This is the first one of the summer, but I'll have a lot more coming out, some today and some later on in the week, so make sure you keep up. Okay, Superheroes. Spoiler alert on the first episode, because I will mention some things that might spoil the first episode, but for the most part it's not that spoily this video, but there is like one or two things, so you have been warned. Superheroes is based off of a guy who essentially fights aliens from another world. That's in a nutshell. It really is based on I guess this boy and a girl who like each other when they were very little, and then 5 years pass and they become adults. It's very weird. They're little kids in the park and they look like they're 8 or 7, and then it says 5 years pass and they look like they're 17 or 18 years old. It was a huge change, but I'm sure there were probably 11 or 12 in the park, and or maybe 10 in the park, and now they're 15. I don't know. I really don't know how the age works on this anime, but doesn't matter. The fact is, these two kids, that they liked each other, but it's very obvious they like each other when they're little kids, and an incident happened that 5 years later they don't talk to each other anymore. This boy, after a bit of the episode, we find out that he fights aliens, and he uses power that we don't know where it comes from until the end of the episode, but it comes from basically a touch of a woman or affection from a woman, and she's able to defeat these aliens who are here on Earth to take the erotic power from the from humanity. I know, it's weird. So essentially you get these like there's one scene where there's a bunch of boys in the park ready to see an idol girl, and the alien sucks the energy off the boys first, and they all kind of walk off, and they're like, I have to do college work, or I should spend my money in a better place, or whatever, and she sucks the energy from the girl as well. So essentially, if they suck your energy out, you become this liveliless person. Apparently, we're all run. Our whole lives are run by erotic thoughts, according to this anime. There's a few incidents between the guy and the girl, that are awkward in the beginning of the anime, as well as throughout the anime. But eventually they are, for whatever reason, speaking to each other, walking together to home, and he's apologizing from some stuff that's happened before in the episode. And the alien shows up again for round 2, and he defends her, and they run away at one point because he's low in energy. Now, they hold hands the entire way, and in the park, she allows him to hold hands longer. I know. Now, for her, in her mind, she's like, wait, we're doing skin to skin. That's almost like if we were doing skin to skin completely, which is kind of weird where her mind was going. But essentially, she opens her heart finally once again to him, and they are his energy is replenished, and they're able to defeat the alien. Now, at the end of the anime, we learn a few things, and I guess this could be the spoiler thing. So, the girl, she was attacked by an alien, in fact, and she was sucked energy. But the reason that she stopped talking to him wasn't because she lost interest; was because the alien mocked her. The alien sucked energy off of her when she was like 10 or 11, and then the alien freaked out because she said that she had 12 times the amount of erotic energy than any human being. It's like, how much power can she have? And so she was embarrassed and she ran away. And she vowed that she would never talk to boys. She would never act that way with boys because she didn't want to be seen that way. And as a person, which it's you don't want to be seen as a hoe. That's completely understandable. So, anyways, she runs away for that reason, and that's the reason they stopped talking. We don't know how the boy learned how to defeat aliens. We don't know how the other three girls, because 3 other girls show up at the end of the series, and they said, "Yeah, we're the superheroes. We live together." And apparently, the boy has been living with these 3 girls for a while now. We don't know how all of them met, and I'm gonna guess throughout the season we'll learn about that. Why did I say this was a good bad anime? Well, I said that because it's bad enough that's good. It's one of those series that it's way over the top, and I think they know that it's over the top, and that's why it's funny. That's why it's good in a way. I will say quite a bit of erotic scenes. Funimation obviously censors a lot of that stuff, and so it doesn't become too erotic, but at the same time, that's the whole premises of the anime. So if you're not into that, and personally, I'm not too much into that, I tend to avoid that stuff as much as possible. I don't think you'll miss much out of this season, but it is one of those that is way over the top that I think a lot of people will enjoy because of it. So, yeah, out of 10, I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. I don't think this one is going to do that great, but I don't think it's bad. It's more in the good spectrum. So go check it out. Make up your own opinion if you want. I personally think that it's decent. I might eventually watch it. A lot of these will start, erotic in the first 2-3 episodes to attract a certain crowd to watch it, and then eventually it becomes more serious, and it becomes more of a love story, or it becomes more of a drama-led anime, and eventually it just goes off that the whole obvious erotic scenes that boys will like. So. And they do that to attract the crowd to watch it, and that makes perfectly sense, I guess, in a marketing mindset. But at the same time, you don't have to do too much of it. But it's the premises of the anime, so oh well, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Again, I'll have more first impressions for you guys the rest of this week. I'll try to get them as fast as possible to you guys. I'm pretty sure I'll have another one this day, later today. I'm not sure what time, but I will have another one for you guys. So make sure you keep up with all these. Thank you guys for your love and support again, and subscribe, comment, like, and share. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.